We are already 10 weeks into the new season of the English Premier League. Yes, 10 weeks into the English Premier League. So this week is match week 10. We are going to do a preview of the big games that will be coming up. Remember, Manchester City are on top of the league log, followed by Liverpool Football Club, then followed by Arsenal, the Gunners. So we'll be doing some preview of the mouth-watering fixtures that will be played in the match week 10 of the English Premier League. This is Ohinba Sports and my name is James Ohinba Maki, and welcome to this video. Subscribe to this channel if you have not done so. Like, comment, and share to others so that your friends will know what's going on in the world of sports. So let's start off from the game between Newcastle versus Arsenal. This is a very big game because Arsenal have not been consistent at the beginning of the season. A lot of people tipped Arsenal to go on and win this season's English Premier League. Looking at their two previous performances in the league so far, bottling the league to Manchester City in those previous season. And at the beginning of the season, if you look at the performance of Arsenal, everyone thought that they could do something better. But it looks like in their last three games or in their last two games in the English Premier League, things have not gone well to plan. They are playing against Newcastle, a side that have also struggled in the last five fixtures of the English Premier League. So let's do some quick fun facts about this particular game. The question we're asking, or the big dollar question we're asking, is can Mikel Arteta's side end a two-game winless run of the Premier League? Remember, Arsenal are winless in their last two games in the English Premier League. They lost to Bournemouth and then they drew 2-2 with Liverpool at the Emirates, where goals from Bukayo Saka and Mikel Merino ensured that Arsenal had two goals. But then Van Dijk and Mohamed Salah had other plans where they equalized that particular game for the game to be in a statement. Now, Newcastle have won two of their last three Premier League home matches against Arsenal. So whenever they play at home in their last two games, Newcastle have won again. That makes it very very difficult for Arsenal, especially Newcastle meeting Chelsea twice within a week, where they lost in the English Premier League last weekend and they beat them in the Carabao Cup. They are meeting Arsenal again at home, but the good news is that at home they normally try their best to beat Arsenal. So it's a good omen for me. Another interesting fact is Arsenal have conceded 9 goals in their last five top flight games, more than they had in their previous 19 combined. So that means if you look at Arsenal's defense, Arsenal are really struggling in terms of their defense. They are shipping in more goals. The likes of Gabriel Magalhaes and Jurien Timber got injured in that game against Liverpool. Again, the suspension to William Saliba. He returned for the Carabao Cup. I don't know whether he will return for the Newcastle game. But again, defenders like Tomiyasu, Calafiori are all injured. And it looks like the defense of Arsenal is a bit shaky in their last two or three games that they played. In that Liverpool game, we all saw what happened when Timber and Gabriel went off. Mikel Arteta brought in Kivior, who, for me, I think that when he was brought in, the defense was shaky. So I think that's what has accounted for Arsenal conceding 9 goals in their last uh, top five games across all competition. But in attack, we have to talk about Bukayo Saka, who scored 50 goals for Arsenal in their game against Liverpool. And in attack, Saka has created the most chances this Premier League season. He has created 27 chances this Premier League season. And he's also one of four players with double figures for goal involvement this time. He has 3 goals and 7 assists. So in attack, Bukayo Saka is a player that we need to look out for. But another good news for us now going into this particular game is that Newcastle are winless in their five top flight matches. So Newcastle have not won a game in their last, yeah, in terms of the English Premier League, in context of the English Premier League, they've not won a game in their last 5 games. But then they beat Chelsea in the Carabao Cup within the weekend. That's why I wanted to provide context to that particular one. So Newcastle in their last 5 games in the English Premier League, they are winless. It's either they lose or they draw in that particular encounter. So maybe Arsenal could take moment from this one and go on to win this particular one. Now, this is Newcastle's longest streak without a win since August and September 2022. They went during that period. They went 6 games without winning any game, and it's their longest streak. As a result, the Housemen are now 12 on the table after an inconsistent start to the campaign. But another player we need to talk about for the Newcastle side is Alexander Isak. Now, Isak has scored 11 goals in his last 11 league appearances at St James Park, and he will need to continue delivering after Callum Wilson suffered another injury. So, another player the Arsenal defense need to look out for is Alexander Isak, who has been involved in 11 goals in his last 11 league appearances, especially at the St James Park in Newcastle. So Alexander Isak is one player to move on to look at. Now let's do another game. Liverpool versus Brighton. Liverpool drawing 2-2 against Arsenal last weekend. We'll be hoping that at least they'll be able to beat Brighton to at least get maintain their spot on the league table or overtake Manchester City if Manchester City lose this particular weekend. Now, Arne Slot is doing something spectacular with this Liverpool team, and he needs to be recommended for that. For me, when he was announced officially as the new gaffer for Liverpool, I didn't think that Arne Slot will be doing so well, because I have a philosophy that coaches who have not done so well at the top level, when they are coming to big teams, have a lot of pressure on them, and due to that, they seem to crumble under pressure. But for Arne Slot, the story has been different, and he's been super for Liverpool this particular season. Now, if Liverpool are able to beat Brighton this weekend, that means we will see Arne Slot become the Liverpool manager with the most wins in their first 10 top flight games. So if Liverpool beats Brighton, Arne Slot will become the first Liverpool manager to win or to have a good record in his first 10 games in the English Premier League. Already, he has won 7 games so far. He has drawn 1 game and just lost a game in this particular English Premier League year. So give big ups to Anislot for that particular record that he's having. Now let's talk about another important player, obviously Mohamed Salah. I think that he is Liverpool's most important player from when he joined Liverpool, and this season too he's proven himself so well. Now Mohamed Salah has been involved in 15 goals in 14 Premier League games against Brighton. So against Brighton, expect Mohamed Salah to at least give an assist or to score. Yes, and this particular season, Salah has been involved in 65% of Liverpool's Premier League goals. So that tells you how important Liverpool is is good to this particular Liverpool team. How Salah is important to this particular Liverpool team. So watch out for Salah in this particular game. Now Brighton have also excelled under their new manager, the 31-year-old Fabian Hesler, and Brighton are currently sit on the league block. That tells you how good they've been. It's not a bad start for a team like Brighton, and Brighton have actually opened the scoring in each of the past 4 Premier League encounters between games between Liverpool and Brighton. Expect Brighton have opened the scoring in each of the past 4 Premier League encounters. So expect Brighton to score first in this particular game. Expect them to score. Now Brighton have more different goal scorers than any other top flight side in the English Premier League. Brighton have 9 goal scorers so far in this season's Premier League. So expect any of their players to score. Remember, these two sides met um, in the weekday in the Carabao Cup, where Liverpool beat Brighton by 3 goals to 2. We saw 5 goals in that particular encounter. So expect more goals, especially in the English Premier League, and especially that Liverpool are playing at Anfield. Expect a lot of goals in that particular. Now let's go to the big game of the weekend. It is Manchester United versus Chelsea at Old Trafford. At long last, Eric Ten Hag has been sacked. Now, Ruud van Nistelrooy, can he go on to beat an Enzo Maresca side that have been tactically good, that have been good so far this particular season? He has shown signs of good coaching. Ruud van Nistelrooy, after the sacking of Eric Ten Hag, has been on the dugout once, and we've all seen the goals, the number of goals he scored with the attackers that he has in the team. So it's a very big game. Now Chelsea are fifth on the league log, whilst Manchester United are 14th. That shows you how Manchester United have been poor this season, and I think that is a good decision that the owners of United uh, sacked Eric Ten Hag. Now, Chelsea have only lost once away from home in the league this season, showcasing a robust defense and a versatile attacking strategy inspired by Cole Palmer. So Cole Palmer is the player to look out for. Chelsea have lost once away from home, and going to Old Trafford, it will be a very difficult game for Manchester United. However, Chelsea has won once in their last five meetings with Manchester United. So in their last five meetings with Manchester United, Chelsea have only won one. That one game was their last meeting where Chelsea won 4 goals to 3 against Manchester United. So two wins for Man U, and two of those games have ended in the draw. So in their last 5 games, United have won two. Two of those games have ended in a draw, and Chelsea have also won one. So it's a big fixture coming up. I know my Chelsea and Manchester United friends will be named for this particular one. So tell us in the comment section who is winning this particular game, and will Ruud van Nistelrooy be able to beat Enzo Maresca? And let's go to another big game. Is between Bournemouth and Manchester City. Now, Bournemouth are winless in their last 5 games against City. So City always have the upper hand over Bournemouth when it comes to English Premier League, especially in their last 5 games. Bournemouth have also lost all of the 11 of their Premier League games that they've played against a team that is on top of the English Premier League. So whenever Bournemouth face a team on top of the English Premier League, they seem to lose that particular one. So that's some fun facts going into the weekend of the English Premier League. This is on Himba Sports. Subscribe to this channel, like, comment, and share so that you'll be able to know when our next video when it comes. So my name is James Ohiniba Makion. Continue to watch this channel, and I'll see you in another video.